Hey, Tony guys here popping in for a video. Now, one of y'all DM me a post, and it was a post of about how to love a man. And it was a woman, I guess woman telling, or maybe it was a man telling women how to love them. And I agree with the post as far as it saying, the man have mood swings too, a man need love too, a man gonna get impatient, he gonna be imperfect and all of those things. But here's the thing. Women are created for love. So when you think about the creation, and this just, it may be offensive because you have certain sectors of a feminist movement that don't agree with this and that get upset about this. But when we look at the creation story, what we see is man was created, and then man was seen as not whole or incomplete, and woman was created, and woman was placed in this role of like a helpmeet. And when we look at just the biology and just the human side of things, we see the woman carries the child. The woman breastfeeds the child. The woman nurtures the child. The woman has the mental capacity, the emotional intelligence on average. Women get stressed out and can lose it with their children as well. But if you notice, a lot of men may go overboard. And when you look at it, when you watch the news and you see who taking the lives of children, majority of them, 9 out of 10 of them, going to be men. And then you'll have a woman in there too. And so when we just look at the nature of humans, we see men as the hunters. Men are the ones who enjoy hunting. Just look at even real life for sport. There are women who hunt, but the majority of hunters are men who enjoy getting a gun and killing an innocent animal for sport. So men are hunters by nature. We are competitors. Not to say that women cannot do those same things, but we speaking on average, we talking about the majority. My wife writing me in this here video. I just sent her a text message. And so when you look at this, what you see is men like to go, rip and run, go out, hunt, gather, make moves. Women nurture and build. So from my experience as a man and as a professional life coach, relationship coach, mentor, whichever term you want to use, I hear women tell me, Tony, I work because I have to work, because I have to take care of myself. But I would love a man who can earn a living and take care of the household so that I can work more freely. I can work from a place of passion. I can work if I want to work, but I would much rather take care of the house and build the house. I would much rather assist him in his endeavors and be the assistant or the manager or that support system, but I can be at the school at 10 a.m. for the Christmas play. And I can be at the school at 2:30 or 1:30 to pick up our child or children. Whereas if I'm working a job from 9 to 5 or from 8 to 4, 7 to 3, when the kids get out 1:45, 2:45, I can't be there. So then they have to go to aftercare, get hand, foot, and mouth disease. And so I've had women who earn $250,000 who from Instagram, we can look at their life and be jealous. I've had countless women in that position and even higher, some women in the millions, saying, Tony, I want a man so that I can sit down and I can have his children, and or we can start a family, whether that's adopting or dogs, and I can be the CEO of home. And so this coming out of women's mouth, I've never, ever, ever in my life heard a man say, like a serious man, a legitimate man, like a real man say, Tony, hey, I want a woman who can work and take care of the bills so that I can be at home and manage the household and the kids. I've never heard a man say that. And I will be honest with you. What a woman does, I'm going to be honest as a man. What my wife does, like she gets up at 5 a.m. and she gets our sons up at 6 a.m. And at 5 a.m. is her getting stuff ready. She making their lunches. They don't eat lunch at school. She make their lunches. She make their breakfast. She iron their clothes. And she get herself ready. She get them up at around 6:15-ish. And then she make sure they brush their teeth, wash their face, make up their bed, come eat breakfast, get dressed, get all their school stuff together, get their lunch box, get their soccer stuff. If they got some after school, get all that. And they get out of the house between 6:50 a.m. and 7 a.m. And then she drives them across this highway. It's packed with traffic. And it take about 20 to 40 minutes to get to school, depending on traffic. And then on the way coming home, she'll stop by, Starbucks, get her a coffee, get me a coffee, Chick-fil-A or something like that, get me a breakfast thing, and then she'll come on home. And then she do her stuff at home. Laundry. I go through 2 to 3 outfits a day. Because if you work out, you're sitting around in the house in this outfit, and then if you step out, go to practice, that's 3 outfits I go through. 2, 3 outfits for her, 2, 3 outfits for my sons. So 4 times 3, you're looking at 12 outfits a day. An outfit is top, bottom, underwear, and socks. 4 items per outfit. If I go through 3 outfits, 3 times 4 is 12. So that's 12 items for me. 12 times 12, that's 48 items a day. So our laundry look crazy. It always be a bunch of laundry. 3, 4 things. And that's what she does. I'm going to be honest with you. What she does, I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. I would much rather. Now, what I do is I work. I go out and I earn a living. And I was earning 5 figures. No, what's that? Yeah, 5 figures and then 6 figures and continue to climb. Now, although somebody may say, man, to earn 6 or 7 figures is not easy. Listen, I'd rather do this, what I'm doing, shoot this video and create me a course. And I just did a book, a journal, 31-day journal on Amazon. Go find it. It's called 31 Days to Purpose by Tony Gaskins. Just search that or go to the community tab and click on it. And I just did a journal. And I saw one of my supporters got the same journal. I typed in the name and her name came right up under me. I don't know if she copied me or if I copied her, but we got the same exact journal. So, sister, I saw you out there, but I was like, well, maybe I'm like, maybe when I told about it, she figured, and I said, hey, y'all could do the same thing. She took that literally. Or maybe if the sister already did it, and then I did it, and I like this great minds think alike. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. How we got the same exact book? I mean, hers different probably in the content, but the title and the book cover color is both purple. And I never seen her book, so I ain't copy her. So I just say that to say, when you search 31 Days to Purpose, you're going to see mines, and then up under mines, you'll see one of my supporters on here on YouTube. And I guess, complete happenstance. But anyway, I create the ebook. I create courses. I create videos. I write books, do book deals or self-publish. I go out and earn a living. One-on-one coaching calls, ghostwriting, author consulting, business consulting. I go out and I earn a living. And guess what? I'm okay with that. And I look at my wife's job and it looked like she loved it. Like if I want to take the boys to school, no, I got it. I went and washed dishes. I go wash dishes. I said, don't wash dishes no more. You don't know how to wash dishes. Leave the dishes for me. If I say, hey, let me help you fold clothes. No, I'm going to have to do it all over again behind you. Because she got an A-type personality. She do stuff a certain way. She likes stuff done a certain way. And I know not every woman is like that. Some women will be gladly accept the help. That's not my type of wife. That's not my wife. She not that type of person. She very independent. She like to do stuff. If I go to try to cook, she'll get mad. And she'll come in there and let me do it. And if I go to wash it, let me do it. She very independent. And the thing is because she's not the type of person that don't want to bring nothing. So if she see I'm going and I'm earning a living to take care of all our bills, kids' school, their whole life, our whole life, she don't want me earning a living and washing the dishes and doing the laundry. So, and cooking. So she will do the stuff that I'm not good at or that I'm not doing. And then I do the things that she's not doing. Now, if there came a day to where it flip-flop and she got hired for a job or she started a company or a business and that became the breadwinner, then I would assume the roles of doing the laundry and doing the dishes and getting up with the boys early in the morning if she had to work late and then sleep in. I work late and sleep in. And so I say that to say that's how our marriage works. And in a lot of cases, that's what a lot of women say they want. They want their man to do the work of providing for the family, and they want to manage the household and then do, passion stuff. But a lot of women don't want the pressure of having to earn the amount of money that it takes to have a family comfortable. But men, although we get stressed and although it's not easy, we accept that challenge gladly. And honestly, it's fun. Like I have a blast doing what I do for a living. I have a blast. Like it really don't feel like work. And you grind. I had to grind. I was telling my son yesterday, I was working a job 40 hours a week at a group home as a group home counselor. And I said I worked from 3 to 11. But then when I got home at 11:30 or midnight, I would work from midnight to 2 or 3 a.m. Then I would get up at 9 a.m. and I would work from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. when I had to leave for work. So if I work from 12 to 3, midnight to 3, that's 3 hours. And then if I work from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., that's 6 hours. So I'm working 9 hours a day. And I did that 7 days a week. But my 2 days off from the job, I would work 8 to 12 hours. So I was putting in 70, 80 hours a week on my dream and putting in 40 hours a week on my job until my dream replaced my job. And my dream was just to work for myself. And so I grind. So now I don't have to work as hard. I come shoot a video. I've already shot several courses. So yeah, it'll take me a day to shoot a course and upload that course, get it up. But once that work is done, I don't have to do that every single day. I could shoot the course one time and then sell it for a lifetime. And so when I look at my work now, yeah, I could stay business a lot. I could be doing, I could be creating more and more stuff. Like I'm about to create another type of book while I'm independent in between book deals. If I do another book deal, but I'm about to create another little book. And so I do stuff like that. And I'm also creating generational wealth. I'm creating legacy. So my sons could get all my books that's self-published and they could do a marketing plan for them and sell them to everybody who knew me while I was here, or to their kids, or people who see my quotes online and they know that name. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. Tony Gaskins. When my sons take and do a marketing campaign with that quote, and then with my books, they can make millions of dollars off of my books and off of my courses that are timeless. So I'm gonna start creating timeless courses, principle-based courses, not just courses that's teaching based on our society, but principle-based courses, so that my sons could boost and promote those courses and make 6-7 figures in a year off of my courses and my books that I have created, if they want to, in addition to what they doing for a living. You see what I'm saying? So this is my task as the man in the household, is to provide a living and to leave an inheritance to create generational wealth. My wife, she is the glue. She is the backbone. So the issue with a woman loving a man first is, as men, when it comes to love, when it comes to receiving something that we have not worked for, we don't appreciate it and we take it for granted, because we are the hunters and the gatherers. We are the go-getters. We are those who make it happen. That's in our nature, to build, to create, to make it happen. So when a woman takes and she gives her love to a man who has not first loved her, then she is giving him something that he does not deserve and that he did not earn. And so he will not respect it. He will accept it, but he will not respect it. He will take it for granted, and he will squander that love. What a man appreciates is what he has worked for. What a man respects is what he has worked for. I was given an $80,000 car. Within 2 months, I sold the car. I sold the car, which was $80,000, free. I was given the car by the car dealership because of the shady business they tried to do with me by running my credit four different times when they weren't even supposed to run it one time, because I came in with an approval from my bank who had already ran my credit. And when they ran my credit to open up their own loan, instead of using the one I already had open, they opened a second loan in my name with the same bank. But the bank is so big, the bank didn't even realize it and say we already have approved him for this same amount of money. They opened a second loan, so now instead of being approved for $48,000, I was approved for $96,000 or whatever that is, for $96,000. And so when I called the bank and I said, hold on, the loan that y'all approved me for, was that loan used? He said, no, it's still open. It's still available. And I said, but you saying I got another loan? He said, yes. I said, for the same exact amount? He said, yes. He said, the dealership must have called and opened another loan. You know why they did that? Because if the interest rate was 3% or 4%, the bank gave them an interest rate of 2%. They upped it to 4% to match the interest rate I already had on my approval. And so now they get that extra money that I would be paying on this loan. They get that money from the bank. They make more money when they open the loan than when you come in with your pre-approval from your bank. And so now sometimes they will run your credit still, and your bank will tell you that they may run your credit still just to verify that you are this person with this pre-approval, that you are this same person. But they're not supposed to open a new loan. And so I got that car, and I loved the car. And I sold the car. And I sold the car, and then I went and bought the same car, but a higher version of that car for myself, which was an additional $30,000. And I'm paying for that out of my pocket. I say that to say it was almost innate to me to, although I appreciate it, I wanted the best of the best. And I was willing to earn it, to pay for, earn my leisure, to earn my luxury. I was willing to do that. And so that don't make sense to anybody. It won't make sense to a lot of men. But that's why I live and earn on the level that I live and earn, because my mindset is a go-getter, make it happen mindset. So I don't want a handout. I don't want nothing free. My homeboy just started a boiled peanut company. He said, bro, you want a box of peanuts? I said, absolutely. But I said, I got to pay you for it. He said, no, man, I got you. I said, no, bro, I got to pay you for it. I said, because support ain't free. You my home. If I want to see you win, I say, man, imagine if everybody who texts you this month bought a box of your peanuts. How much money would that be? A nice little chunk of change. Because the box of peanuts, it come with 12 bags in it. You freeze them, and then you take them out of the freezer, and then you put them in the microwave for a minute, and then you go ahead and you can eat them. It come with 12 of them in there. It come with 12 packs in the box. I guarantee you at least 100 people done text him this month. Because former Division I athlete, former NFL athlete, guarantee you 100 people. So if 100 people who on his line, hey, congrats, bro. Hey, keep grinding. Hey, what's going on? Hey, this and that and that and that. Bought a box for $45. That's $4,500. That's $4,500. You see what I'm saying? And so, guess what? I told him that because I don't want nothing free. I want to pay for mine. I don't want no handouts. I got a client, and she was like, hey, send me your Black Friday material and everything. I'm going to put an email out. And I said, no, I don't need that. Because, for one, I ain't got nothing to return for that. Because I couldn't do the same thing for her, because I'm running a business and I don't do promo like that, because I got a whole lot of clients. So if I do that for one, I got to do it for all. And so I do stuff randomly, but not based because I'm asked or paid. And if I do it, then it is paid, because that separates, and it's a business transaction and not a favor, because nothing is free. You pay now or you pay later. And so I said, no, thank you, because I don't accept free. I don't accept free. I got to pay for it, or I got to return. I got to pay it back. And so I say that to say that is the nature of most men. Real men at that. The Bible say the folding of the arms and all that gonna lead to poverty. The Bible says if you don't work, you don't eat. The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children. The Bible tells us to study the ant. So all of this is telling you is that a man is created to work. And if he don't work, he deserves to starve. That's what the Bible telling you. So, but it tells the woman to submit unto her husband as unto the Lord. And it tells the man to love his wife as Christ loved the church. So basically it's telling the man, be willing to lie down your life and die for your wife. Be willing to sacrifice everything for your wife. And it's telling the woman, be willing to love and support your man. Hold on right quick, cause I don't know if I got the sign, cause I had ordered something. Okay. Understand is, although, and I told the whole story. It ain't got nothing to do with the title. And I know people be getting mad with me. What did this have to do with the title? I'm getting there. But I have to tell the bike story. I got to tell the whole story. And the bike story to help you understand. And if that's not for you, then this channel ain't for you. Because I do things thoroughly. And so now listen to me. This is what I need you to understand. Is I'm a man. So I'm telling you, we are wired to work for what we want. So a man needs to love a woman first. And the man needs to submit, surrender, and serve. Meaning get over his ego. And to love the woman the way she needs to be loved before the woman reciprocates the love. And when the woman reciprocates the love, if the man gets complacent and stops loving the way he was loving initially to get the woman to reciprocate, then the woman needs to stop loving. Stop doing, stop serving, stop submitting, stop everything. Everything stops until the man gets back in line and gets back to loving the way he said he would love or the way he should be loving. Point blank, period. It is Tony Gas, and I hear my wife out there and she brings me a white chocolate mocha. So I got to go. God bless you. We'll talk soon.